Going on, everyone? Welcome, Rabid here, and things are looking a little rough. As you can see on all my CPU rigs, nothing is on. No, the power did not go out. There isn't a failure because that has a blinky light right there. My CPUs are all currently shut off. The mining profitability on CPU mining is next to GPU mining, non-existent. Doesn't happen. Well, it depends on your power price. Obviously, you have free power, anything is profitable. But right now, CPU mining profitability has dropped. Now, it's due to a few reasons. Seems a lot more people are getting into CPU mining lately. There's a lot more hardware out there. All the CPU coins together is only like, I don't know, $115,000 to $120,000 total. And that's like the likes. Raven coin is almost that all by itself, for an example. ETC is double that all by itself. So you can see the level of profitability and the level of the coins that are available. So a lot more people are getting into it. The major thing is the price has been dropping across a lot of the CPU mineable coins lately. Some halvings have happened and the price has been dropping ever since. So that's not looking good, and so on. But there are still some things. Obviously, I'm going to keep these online. This would be a good time to do some maintenance, blow all these suckers out, do some thermal paste swaps and so on. I believe those miners have been on for like, I don't even know, 3-4 years or something, since before the last bull run. So those have been going for a while, same thermal paste. So we could use a little TLC across some of these things, so that could be a good thing. I'm definitely going to be watching some other coins like Virus coin, for an example. If it starts hitting some 50-60 block reward days, we're definitely going to be firing these things back up, and I'll be watching all the other coins out there as well. But right now, CPU mining is slowly dying until we start to see some price action. And I'm not risking it because I do use my mined crypto to cover my power costs, get groceries, and so on. So these were a big parts of me, especially after Ethereum merged. They were paying pretty much everything easily, and now they're just not. So they have to get fired for a little while at least. So we will look at all the numbers, profitability, and what things are looking like on the CPUs and stuff in a little bit. But right now, what am I currently mining on? So I got the Apollo X1. Yes, that is turned on. I got the Jasminer X16. That is turned on. Over here, it's kind of dark. I got to bring some light over here, I guess. But obviously, GPUs are off. We got the E300. That thing's rocking away. It is off Caspa now because of the ASICs, like the KS0. A lot of KS1s, KS2s are online for Caspa. Caspa is seeing some nice price pumps right now, but even these FPGAs, they're profitable, but they're not that good. There's Kyla coins, some other coins out there, which are actually twice the profitability of Caspa. I think these are pulling in about $5.50, $6 a day now. Previously, they're about on par with Caspa profits before the KS zeros and everything went online, but there's other coins out there. So I did swap this over because it's no longer a Caspa thing. We got the KS0, obviously. That thing's raking in a decent amount per day at next to no power, only 71 watts. Up here, this is no longer a Bitcoin miner. Bitcoin miners in a box down there because this is a lot more profitable here. So here I actually have an Antminer L7. Videos on this will be coming very, very soon, but we have an Antminer L7. So we got ASIC, FPGAs, Apollos, Jasminer. So I pretty much only have running ASICs and FPGAs. Everything else, CPUs, GPUs, and everything is shut off because they're simply just not profitable enough for me. All right, so let's kind of look at some profitability. Here we have some GPUs, and the 4000 series is still looking pretty good, 25 cents, 32 cents, 40 cents, and then the 4090, which is obviously an expensive beast, is 58 cents. So maybe we should start stacking 4070s or something. I'm just kidding. I'm skipping the 4000 series, waiting for the 5000, which is just before the bull run hits, so we'll see what happens. But if we're looking at the majority of a lot of the GPUs out there, like the 3000 series, we can see here the 3060 Ti is hanging out at 5 cents after power, 3060 5 cents after power, 3070 5 cents after power. So the profitability isn't there, so I have all mine shut off. This is 11 cents per kilowatt hour. Obviously, if you have cheaper power, you're better off and you'll be a little more profitable. If you have more expensive power, you shouldn't even be looking at this. If we look at the CPU calculator here on my website, rabidmining.com, we can see Yata coin. This is based on my farm. Maybe I should just kind of close this out. We'll just close it, close it, close it, close it, I'll just put in a single 3900X, slap her in at 1, load it up, calculate. So here we can see a single 3900X. Yada coin is saying about 40 cents after power. It's looking not too bad, but based on the network hash rates and everything, there isn't really much volume to sell the coin directly. So it's going to take quite a bit of time. So if you need to quickly get some cash or something, it's going to be very hard, as well as small orders is going to dump the price pretty fast. But Yada coin is seeing a nice pump today, which is awesome. Now Zeph was a great profitable coin, but it looks like, you know, we got C3 pool coming in, Monero Ocean, hash rate has been spiking, and the price actually has been dumping for the past week or two, and the profitability is down to about 11 cents. So it's not looking too hot. That's actually not too bad right now. Usually it's around the 500 to 600 mega hash range, so the hash rate has come down. Maybe a botnet signed off or something. We got Yerbis here, 6 cents. We can see RTM at 4 cents, Pandanite 3 cents. Bitorium's at 3 cents. Now Duro is down to only 1 cent profitability, which is crazy. We're getting nailed with botnets here, as well as the price has had a drop and it hasn't really recovered for the past month or so either. So we're seeing a lot of price reductions happening on a lot of these coins on top of some increased hash rate, and it's just not looking good all the way around. If I jump into this spreadsheet here, here's my total farm and everything. You know, best coin so far right now is Litecoin Cash on Minotaur X, and that's $1.90 after power on my entire farm, which is like over 3,000 watts. So, you know, I'll have a cheaper power price if I just shut them off and make everything else I'm using that much more profitable by my power potentially dropping per kilowatt hour because of it. So, you know, I just shut them off. It's not really worth mining with all these for $1.90, $2 or something, and so on top of wear and tear and all these other things. So again, I'm going to be watching the price here, but look at all these coins all together. $112,396 is what all these coins added together is currently paying out to miners per day. If we jump into GPUs again, I do got to update some of these, but look at ETC all by itself. $305,000. That's over double of what every CPU mineable coin is. And then you want to compare this, you can see that there's not much happening here, and we're at a fraction of what Ethereum was alone. So GPUs, CPUs, everything is kind of dead right now, and it's all leading towards ASICs and FPGAs are pretty much the most profitable things to have in your arsenal right now. Now, with all that being said, I still have quite a bit of stuff I really got to do here. Like one, I still have some more algorithms I got to test on this Epic 7742. So those are still coming, guys. I didn't forget about this. I'll be doing that. As well as I need to pull out, you know, a 3900X, 3950X, which is behind it. You know, some of these 5950Xs. And I really need to test all the algorithms again with all these CPUs. It's been a couple years since we actually looked at hash rates on a 3900X. So there's been new miner updates, a lot of these new coins and stuff and so on. So we need to check out new power consumptions across RandomX and everything across the board just to see what all the numbers are actually looking like. We could be using a little less power. We could be using a little more power. We may be a little more profitability. We may have a little more profitability than what my sheets are showing me based on the fact that the new miners may be running these a little more efficient and so on. So there's still a lot of stuff we got to get done here, figure out, do more testing across all these different CPUs and so on. But right now, like I said, as a farm whole, it's not looking good. Everything is coming offline. So as always, this is the Rabid Mining channel. This is a crypto mining channel, and I always look for profits. And I always say, it doesn't matter what I mine with. I don't care what it is. Even if it's a freaking keyboard or a mouse, I'll mine with it, right? I'm just joking, guys, but that's an inside joke from a while back with the keyboard mining. But there's a lot of ways to mine, cell phones and so on. But CPUs aren't looking good. GPUs aren't looking good. I always try to stay on top of profitability and any type of hardware. I have no issues mining with only FPGAs. I have no issues mining with only ASICs, only CPUs, only GPUs, or all of them in a bull run if everything explodes and there isn't enough hash rate to absorb all that profitability. But until all that happens, we have no idea. So I stay up to date. I try to keep you guys informed on what you should mine with currently, and right now it's not CPUs, right now it's not GPUs, and it's currently sitting in with iPods. A lot of people don't like the iPods, but guess what? They're profitable. ZIL has been seeing massive yields going on ever since they're updated, maybe because a lot of the GPU miners still suck, but they're getting updated as they are. But we're still seeing big ZIL gains happening with the iPollo miners on top of mining some Octaspace and stuff. with the X4Q here. I got the bathroom miner X4-1U. So the Jazz miners, they're coming in. Like I said, it's like they're doing about twice the profitability of all my CPUs and doing it at like half the power. So ASICs, FPGAs is currently where it's at. All right, guys, so that does sum this up. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on all this situation. What are you currently mining? What are you looking at in the future? If you are looking to get ASICs, FPGAs, you know, we got Osprey, Coin Mining Central, Miner Bros, all sorts, Coastal Crypto, all sorts of links down in the description if you want to upgrade your farm to more current profitability type of miners. But right now, this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm doing it, and I still don't know what the future will hold for us, but all we can really do is run the numbers, see what these blockchains do, and go from there. We cannot predict the future. We can't hype anything up. Nothing's going to magically pump. Miners do not predict if a coin is going to pump or not. That's the investors. Miners can say all they want, hype anything up all they want, but unless investors find value into a certain coin or blockchain, the price is not going to go up and spike to what miners want it to hit. So keep that in mind as well. It's up to investors, not the miners, on what's actually going to happen with mining profitability. So thank you for checking this out. I will see you on the next one. Rabid out.